Ever walked into your garden in spring only to feel completely overwhelmed? You're not alone. But what if I told you that with just a little prep, you could transform your garden into a lush, vibrant paradise, even if you've never planted a single seed before? Stick around because today I'm sharing the ultimate spring garden prep guide that'll have you feeling like a pro in no time. Hey everyone! Spring is just around the corner, and if you're anything like me, you're itching to get your hands dirty and start gardening. But before you dive in, there's some prep work that'll make all the difference. Whether you're a total beginner or just looking to up your gardening game, this video is packed with tips, tricks, and step-by-step advice to help you prepare your garden for spring. By the end of this, you'll have a clear plan, a checklist, and the confidence to grow your best garden yet. Let's get started. Segment 1, Spring Garden Cleanup and Soil. Preparation. First things first, let's talk cleanup. Winter can leave your garden looking like a mess, but don't worry, it's an easy fix. Start by clearing out dead leaves, old mulch, and any debris. This gives your plants room to breathe and grow. Next, test your soil. You can grab a simple soil test kit from your local garden center to check pH and nutrient levels. If your soil's too acidic or alkaline, now's the time to fix it. Add compost or organic matter to enrich it. Your plants will thank you later. Clear out debris and old mulch. Test your soil and amend it with compost if needed. Now that your garden's clean and your soil's ready, let's talk about one of my favorite parts: starting seeds. Segment 2, Starting Seeds and Planting. Your spring planting schedule. Starting seeds indoors is like giving your plants a head start. It's super satisfying to watch those little sprouts pop up. But timing is everything. Check your local frost dates and plan your planting schedule accordingly. For example, tomatoes and peppers should be started indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost, while cool weather crops like lettuce and spinach can go straight into the ground early. Pro tip: label your seed trays. Trust me, you'll forget what's what. Start seeds indoors based on your local frost dates. Use a planting calendar to stay organized. Speaking of planting, let's dive into preparing your garden beds. Raised or not? Segment 3, Preparing raised beds and garden beds for planting. Raised beds are amazing for drainage and soil control, but even if you don't have them, you can still prep your garden beds like a pro. Loosen the soil with a garden fork, mix in some compost, and add a layer of mulch to retain moisture. If you're using raised beds, make sure they're filled with a good soil mix. I like a combo of topsoil, compost, and peat moss. Oh, and don't forget to edge your beds for that clean, polished look. Loosen soil, add compost and mulch. Use a quality soil mix for raised beds. Now that your beds are ready, let's talk about keeping your garden healthy all season long. Segment 4, Spring Garden Maintenance and Pest Prevention. Maintenance is key to a thriving garden. Start by pruning any dead or damaged branches from your perennials and shrubs. This encourages new growth and keeps your plants healthy. Next, set up your irrigation system. Drip hoses are a game changer for consistent watering. And don't forget about pests. Use natural deterrents like neem oil or companion planting to keep those critters at bay. Prevention is always easier than dealing with an infestation later. Prune dead branches and set up irrigation. Use natural pest prevention methods. Finally, let's wrap up with some fun DIY projects to kick your garden up a notch. Segment 5, DIY Spring Garden Projects and Budget-Friendly Tips. Gardening doesn't have to break the bank. Try building a simple trellis for your climbing plants or repurposing old containers for a cute container garden. Herbs are perfect for beginners. They're easy to grow and save you money at the grocery store. And if you're feeling adventurous, start a compost pile. It's a great way to recycle kitchen scraps and enrich your soil for free. Build a trellis or start a container garden. Grow herbs and start composting. Conclusion. And there you have it, your ultimate spring garden prep guide. From cleaning up and testing your soil, to starting seeds, prepping beds, and even tackling some fun DIY projects, you're all set to grow an amazing garden this spring. Remember, gardening is all about learning and having fun, so don't stress if things don't go perfectly. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow garden lovers. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks to make your garden thrive. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited to grow this spring. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.